devotees, I wanted to share with you something which totally inspires me in my own Krishna consciousness, which is the dancing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, who danced in front of the car of Sri Jagannath, be all glorified. By seeing Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dancing, not only was the whole universe held in wonder, but even the Lord himself stopped his car and looked at the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very much astonished. My dear devotees, if you hear today about the glorious dancing of Lord Chaitanya, everything which should not be in your heart will be driven out by the dancing lion, Gaura Singha, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who with his roar will let the elephant-like reactions to sin flee far away. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Very early in the morning, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates had risen from bed, taken a shower, and like different streams from a river, they walked through the very, very brisk morning atmosphere of Jagannath Puri to come to the temple of the Lord of the universe. They took darshan, and then they all assembled outside of the temple for the Pandu Vijaya ceremony of the Lord. The Lord would come on that day out of the temple, and he would come on the top of a beautiful decorated chariot, and the devotees would pull that chariot on long ropes which resembled Ananta Shesha, the snake area of the Lord. The devotees would pull that chariot to the Gundicha gardens. In Orissa, when you want to teach a child how to walk, you call that pahanti. You take the little arms of the child in your own hands, and you go backwards and induce the child, come, little child. Another relative will catch the child by the waist to hold it up. In the same way, the powerful priests of Lord Jagannath carried Lord Jagannath by holding him on his arms. They built a beautiful silk rope around his waist, and then they were carrying him out of the temple by lifting him up and moving him from one silken cotton cushion from the next. While they did this, they called out, Jai Jagannath, lifted him. It looked as if he would jump, and then he landed on the next silk cotton cushion. Then again, Jai Jagannath, they carried him and jump, and again to the next silken cotton, which sometimes blissfully exploded, so that there was a cotton swab all in the air, and there was a big noise because the priests were banging rhythmically on their gongs. Do we have a gong?
Yes.
I think if we give to Jai Krishna, who's from a family of musicians, he can give us a little an idea. It was very loud. There were 20 gongs, and they all went like. It was really loud. This is a little bit like a mouse. It was really loud. No. And above all this noise, there were millions of people chanting and looking and calling Jai Jagannath. Above the din of this voice, one voice could be heard. The voice shouted, Manima! It was an ecstatic voice. When you would hear it, tears would come in your eyes. It means Lord of the world. Manima. Who can imagine who was shouting this? Huh? I can't hear. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you know everything. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was shouting this. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the kirtans would sing and millions of people would hear him. He didn't require both loudspeakers or amplification. He shouted and the voice came directly to the heart of everyone. He shouted in an ecstatic voice, this, please shout with me, Manima! Manima! Not like a mouse, like an elephant. Manima! 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 Lord of the world. Then he came to the devotees and he decorated them with cooling sandalwood pulp. Sandalwood pulp soon became white on the bodies of the devotees and they looked extremely beautiful. Then he took garlands which had been offered to Lord Jagannath before, and then he walked in the midst of the devotees and divided them into 7 Sankirtan parties. Each party had 2 mridangos and many pairs of kartals. And he took these 7 parties and distributed them around the Jagannath cart. 4 parties, Sankirtan parties, came in front, 1 on each side of the chariot and 1 in the back. And then the Lord of Kirtan started the Kirtan. Soon this Kirtan, which was a unique creation because there was so much love, became so loud that no other instrument could be heard in this group of millions of people. The devotees, as they chanted, became so inspired that the effulgence of their body increased. They all became like moons. The devotees had an effulgence which made them look like storm clouds. Maybe you have seen in Bangladesh there are ample clouds available. The storm clouds, they are very dark and they are pushed around by the wind. So the devotees were like these ecstatic clouds. They danced here and there and everywhere. And when they cried in ecstasy,